What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing. What up, though, Lions fans? That there's just too little love. Let me change it so we can make sure that it makes sense for the Detroit Lions. What the world needs now is cash, sweet cash. It's the only thing that we don't have because we some broke ass. I'm not going to finish that. What is up, though, Lions fans? It's yo boy, Motor City Don P. We are back here once again. You already know what time it is. We are bringing the injury. Now we bringing the energy on this manic. What is it, Wednesday for y'all? Brother, I'm in the future. It's 2026 for me. Y'all back there in 2025, you're stuck. You're stuck in the past. And we're going to talk about some other stuff that may be stuck in the past, and we hope it's not stuck in the past, and that is spending cash, not spending cash. Now, you may say that we spend a whole lot of cash, but did we spend it wisely? We're going to talk about that today. One thing is for certain, and three things are for sure. When you see me in front of your TV, number one, the Motor City Cats are indeed back at it. Number two, we came to give you stats and not none of that static. Number three, perhaps the most important number of them all, number three. We want to make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic because the Lions need cash, sweet cash. It's the only thing that we don't have with our broke ass. All right. You may be asking yourself, how, Don? How, Mr. P, does one keep the Lions news pragmatic? Well, it's very simple. It's very easy. It's very simple. I'll tell you. Smash like button, subscribe, share with your peoples. And once you've done those things, in whichever order you've done those things in, you've indeed cared about, you've kept your Lions news pragmatic. And once you've shared this stream, because sharing is caring, with your mothers, your brothers, your fathers, sisters, your cousins, your uncles, your friends, your brothers, sisters, fathers, brothers, sisters, neighbors, you name it. You name it. You have indeed cared about these people. What up, though, Tactical Sport? What up, though, everybody in the chat? What up, though, for the people who are lurking and ain't smirking? For the people who are lurking and their fingers ain't working. And if your fingers is working on something else, I don't want to know. I tell you, I don't want to know. It ain't none of my business. Hold on, I got a drink. I done got to fake it. It ain't none of my business. What up, though? Raise the sales. Listen, today is a day that we talk about some things on the docket. They're on the docket, and I kept them in my back pocket. I'm on the rocket like I'm Spacely Sprockets. Yeah, I may say things sometimes I'm out of pocket. But it's three when you throw it down the socket. Anyway, I don't know. I'm silly today. All right. Detroit Lions have a game on Sunday. I don't know how many people care about the game. If it wasn't for you folks, if it wasn't for the people that I have watch parties with, the people that I stream with, I don't know that I would even watch the game this Sunday. As a diehard Lions fan, sometimes you just got to turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Sometimes you have to, especially when they've had a season in which they've had this year. Brad Holmes, you got some splaining to do. Dan Campbell, you got some splaining to do. And we're going to start by splaining all the splaining that y'all got to do with these damn free agents, because the list is a lot. The list is a lot. I'm just going to go through the list really quickly, and then I'm going to go through the list with the people. So anybody that wants to participate, raise your hand and say amen. All right. Just so you can understand the sheer girth and length pause of this list, I'm just gonna run down the names for you as it goes. The Lions free agents in 2026, that's the year that I'm in and the year that you're not. Y'all are a whole year behind me. Shame. Tactical Sports says, I'll watch, don't care about it. I'll watch as long as they are competitive. As soon as the game gets out of hand, I'm turning it off. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. All right. Lions free agents in 2026. Now they're listed by descending order of 2025 salary. So, the first person that I say is getting paid the most. And then we'll go down to the person that's getting paid the least. All right, here we go. This is unrestricted free agents, meaning there are no restrictions. They can move about however they please and however they see fit. If you come in late, please rewind to the beginning of the episode so that I don't have to fight with you about what I've already said. That's just a disclaimer. It's too early for me to make this disclaimer. I'll probably have to make it later on in the show to tell people to rewind. Lions have no cap money. Gary Reed. I wish y'all would be consistent. I wish y'all be consistent. That's all I can say. I'm not talking about cap money. I'm inevitably I'm going to talk about it. We're going to go to spot track and all that. But we're going to talk about it. Just okay. All right. So this is listed by descending order of 2025 salary. Unrestricted free agents: DJ Reader, Alex Anzalone, Khalif Raymond, Amik Robertson, Levi Onwuzurike, Roy Lopez, Marcus Davenport, Josh Pascal, Grant Stewart, Daniel Thomas, Avonte Maddox, El Quadin Muhammad, Aquam as I like to call him, Coyote Awasaka, Kyle Allen, Zach Cunningham, Ezekiel Turner. Didn't play a snap. Neither did Levi Onwuzurike or Josh Pascal. We're going to get into that. Rock Yassin, Shane Zylstra, Jamarco Jones, Malcolm Rodriguez. All of those people are unrestricted free agents. They can do what they want. Restricted free agents, for those of y'all who don't know, a restricted free agent is a player with 3 accrued NFL seasons and an expired contract. A restricted free agent can sign with any team, but their original team has a window to deliver a qualifying offer before that. Okay, you see the difference between a restricted free agent and an unrestricted free agent. Y'all are going to love this list, particularly the first one. None other than Tyrus the Virus Wheat himself. Tyrus Wheat is a restricted free agent. We can make a qualifying offer for Tyrus mother effing goddamn Wheat. Trevor Nowatzki. All right. Exclusive rights free agents. We only had 2 restricted free agents. Exclusive rights free agents. According to the NFL, an exclusive rights free agent is any player with fewer than 3 accrued seasons and an expired contract. If his original team offers him a 1-year contract at the league minimum, the player cannot negotiate with other teams. Jake Bates. That is the list of exclusive rights free agents. Okay, now we've gone through the list. Tactical Sports says they can have up to $115 million if they do things right. Why I call you TaylorMade? Tactical Sport, they don't know, man. They don't know because they don't listen to me. They don't know because they don't listen. They just come from places unbeknownst and start because maybe see what happens a lot is sometimes people jump around because they get kicked out of other chats or someone, the creator, or I'm not gonna say the host of the show, kind of craps on them a bit. So then they run to somebody else's stream and they say the same thing that they said in that other stream, right? And I hope that someone listens. There's one particular poster in a chat, and I won't give him any credit because I've never seen a person make the rounds to so many Lions podcasts with the same damn stat, hoping to get notoriety. He first got notoriety on Woodward Sports, and that wasn't enough for him. He had to run around to every other place. He didn't come here because I wouldn't have given him any credence. But there was a person that ran around with a stat about 5 years. A coach and a GM and a quarterback and all this other stuff. And he needed it to happen so much that he kept sending in super chats with this same damn stat. I probably heard the stat 10, 15 times for the entire season. So sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes that's what it is. They don't have a home, so they try to find one, and then they come to my chat, and we talk extensively about salary caps and contracts. Hell, we're about to do it today because we're doing the free agency list. You know, the Lions free agents. We're about to do all that today, but they try to find a home. You don't have a home here, but you're welcome to listen. Just don't be spouting your BS about money in the NFL if you don't know how it works. I mean, I'm here to educate you. I'm here to let you know, but it just gets annoying when I say the same things and people still be talking about like the same ish. You're always bringing up old ish. We done talked about that already. All right. If Lindenbaum gets franchised, can we still get him and at what price? If you franchise a player, it depends on how they franchise you. If it's a regular franchise tag, you can negotiate with other teams. If it's an exclusive franchise tag, you can't negotiate with other teams. So you would have to see what type of tag they give them. And if you franchise a player, whatever, so if you franchise a player for $20 million, your negotiation with that team will start at no less than 20 million. And obviously, the more exclusive the tag, the higher the price of the tag. The exclusive tag can be upwards of 15 million more or something like that. So it can get pretty expensive. Usually teams don't use that exclusive tag. Because if it's that big of a deal, and I really don't want you nowhere else, and I really don't want you to talk to anybody else, we need to work out a long-term deal. Because the exclusive tag is really expensive. What up, though, Zach J? What do you mean New Year's Eve? I'm in the future, brother. I'm already in 2026. I can tell you the future. You ready for this? January 1st will be on a Thursday. The club is going up on a Thursday. I know it's a Tuesday. Okay, I know. I know. All right. Do you think John Morton is gone after the season? Oh, he's already gone. He's already gone. he's he's just going through motions. He better be gone. I'm gonna tell you that much. If he's not fired, then we riot. All right, let's go to Spot Track. Let me keep this up. All right. No, not NBA, NFL. NBA young boys. Let's go by team. Dipset. All right. So we talked about who was going to be a free agent. Now let's go through who are we keeping? Okay. I'm going to tell you the name of the player, and then I'm going to tell you who that we got 14 players on injured reserve. That is freaking ridiculous. That is ridiculous. All right. Let's see here. All right. I didn't want to do it this way. Let's see. So as of right now, Spotrac is reporting that we have $20 million in cap space. We have $37 million in dead cap money. So if we didn't have any of that dead cap money, we'd have more cap space. That's the overview. Let me see, where are the free agents? Oh, there we go, free agents. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? All right, we're going to blow this up. All right, so we said DJ Reader is your first unrestricted agent. He's 31.4 years old. He's been in the league 10 years. His previous AAV is $11 million. Okay. Now, let me see. Let me see one thing here. Let me see. DiCaprio Boodle. Let's see here. Okay, these are the previous. So let me see. Let me see if I can find his projected value. Does anybody know where the projected value will be? Okay, we're no on Reader, but we want to get their projected values here. So I need to find that. All right, let me see. Because I know where the actual value right now, but what is their projected value? Yeah, I'm on Spot Track. I don't see his projected value. I just see his actual value. His previous AAV was 11 million. So what do they project him out to be? That's what I'm trying to find. Devin Davis. It's already going to happen, bro. We're not talking about Goff's contract. It's already, like, everybody knows that the restructure is happening. They've already set up a meeting about a restructure. It was when he signed the contract, it was understood that the cap hit 69 million wasn't going to hit. So we're fine. That's what I'm saying. You said this, and I'm trying to find their projections, because doing it without the projections is just doing it based on last year, which doesn't help us for next year. Market value. Okay. Okay. So it was hidden because I'm doing it in this. Okay, I got it. It was hidden because I'm doing it in the split view, so I couldn't see the whole screen. Okay, so DJ Reader's market value for next year is 3.85. We'll just say 3.9 million. What y'all gonna do? You said no to DJ Reader. Okay. Alex Anzalone's previous AAV was 6.25 million. His projected market value is 7.5. What y'all doing with that? What y'all doing with Alex Anzalone? Let's keep it in order, because y'all start jumping around. Okay, you want to keep Anzo. Okay. Now without any restructuring, okay, you keep Anzo. You got, what do we start off with? 20 million. So we got 12 and a half now. Khalif Raymond, 5.25, projected 3.4. What y'all doing with Khalif? Alex is getting old. He is. Brent DeWitt, the price is 7.5 million. That's the price. All right. Zach says he's letting him go. Brent DeWitt says Raymond is gone. Oh, okay. Zach J says he's letting Raymond go. Leaf can walk. Tesla can take Raymond's spot. Brent DeWitt says Alex Anzalone should go. Oh, this is rich. Oh my God. I'll tell y'all what I'm laughing at in a second. Alex is getting old, but you don't have another cover linebacker. Sign one. Okay. You listen. What the world needs now is cash, sweet cash. This is what I started off with. Brad Holmes, you need cash, buddy. Spend it. $7.5 million for Alex Anzalone. Can we get another cover linebacker for around the same price? Can we get one? Because we already said the projection, if they do everything right, is $115 million in cap space. So let's just round that off and say $100 million in cap space. Because we know they're going to restructure Goff, St. Brown, Penei Sewell. I think them three right there frees up about $70 million in cap space. Somewhere around there. 80 million. So, can we spend money to get a better cover linebacker? Okay. All right. So we already said Khalif Raymond is gone. Amik Robertson, 4.625 to 4.017. So basically $4 million. We rounding up and we rounding down. We're making the math easy today. We're not doing no extra math. We're not pulling out our calculators. Amik Robertson, what say you? For $4 million. If we keep Alex Anzalone, now we have $13 million. Okay? But again, like I said, let's start off with $100 million in cap space. Okay, we've restructured Goff, we've restructured Amon-Ra St. Brown, we've restructured Penei Sewell. Okay, let's start off with $100 million in cap space. So we're paying $7.5 for Alex Anzalone. Amik is gone, he's getting burned. Keep Amik for depth. I would agree to keep Amik for depth. But here's my one question. You don't really want to see depth play. But with the way that they practice and whatever's happening, the medical stuff, whatever it is, they can't keep players healthy. They think they have a 69-man roster. They think they're being cute. And so when we're talking about getting backups and things of this nature, and we have $100+ million in cap space, do you give it Amik Robertson $4 million a year? Or do you go get a backup cornerback who you have to pay $7 million a year? Because you know they're going to play. Well, we had the chance to draft a cover linebacker and have one on a rookie contract, but we passed on that. Oh, yeah, we listen. We're gonna have to talk about a lot of things this offseason. But Brad Holmes being draft centric and draft focused alone, that's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. You have too many holes. You have too much to do. You have too much work. Now we saw this list of guys. How many of the guys on this list were draft Holmes draft picks? I'm gonna stop calling him Draft Holmes, by the way. It's just Brad Holmes now. You can't have Amik as a number one or number two as a slot or depth. Yes, that's what I mean. But with the way that we get injured, the depth is going to have to play. So while you may not want Amik to be your number one or number two, which you didn't want this year, do you still got him as your number one or two? Okay. So but everyone else is absolute trash. The two best guys, in my opinion, for depth was Amik and Rock Ya-Sin. What's the cap hit to cut Reed? I'd try to trade him before I cut him. So we trying to do free agent. We trying to do free agent questions right now. Okay. All right. So definitively, yes or no on Amik by a show of hands. Yes or no, definitively. If I get 5 votes and I get 3 for Amik and 2 for cutting, then I'm gonna keep Amik. If I get 3 for cutting and 2 for keeping, I'm cutting them. So definitively, get your Amik Robertson vote in. What are we doing with Amik Robertson? So Devin Davis says no. I'm guessing that means cut him. Tactical Sports says no on Amik. Can we get a corner that's taller than 5'10"? Yes, Zach J says for now, let's revisit after we're through the list. I don't know if we're gonna do that. And then Brent DeWitt says keep Amik. So the next vote is the tiebreaker. Who will break the tie? We've got 2 for keep. We've got 2 for cut. Does someone want to come and break the tie? What up, though? Zenix Sports. All right, who's gonna break the tie? Keep Amik or cut Amik? We got one more vote to cast. All right, Xenox Sports says move on. So we are moving on from Amik. He is off of the board. Levi Onwuzurike. This is what I was laughing at. Not just this one. Levi Onwuzurike, his previous AAV was $4 million. Do you know what his market value is? There is no market value because he didn't play a single snap. So they didn't even bother filling that in. They have not projected a market value for Levi Onwuzurike. Now, Kevin Zeitler was good, and he was an all-pro, and he was a pro bowler. But when he said Levi Onwuzurike was going to be a $20 million guy, not unless you was helping him. Not unless you was helping him, Kevin. All right. Levi is. You said give him the Davenport deal. Why would we give him anything? Levi Onwuzurike has played one healthy season for the Detroit Lions. He's been in the league 4 years, and he's played one healthy season. There's no deal that needs to be given to him. We are moving on from Levi Onwuzurike. He is off the books. All right. Roy Lopez. His AAV was $3.5 million last year. This coming offseason, it will be 6.37, 3.704. So let's just say 6.4. Roy Lopez at 6.4. What do you guys think? Jack J says keep Lopez. All right, another one for keep. All right, we're keeping Lopez. Yes on Lopez. All right. So we're keeping Lopez. We're paying him $6.4 million. And now coming to my favorite player on the team, Marcus Davenport. And wouldn't you know, he has the same annual value next year as Levi Onwuzurike. Levi Onwuzurike doesn't have a market value because he does not play. Marcus Davenport doesn't have a market value because he wasn't noticeable when he did play. Okay? So I'm sure we're all good on Marcus Davenport. No one is keeping him. All right. All right. We're all in unison. No more Davenport. Josh Pascal is also another player that doesn't have market value because he didn't play a single snap. They can flip burgers together. If I didn't rap because I flipped burgers at Burger King, would you still be telling your friends you're feeling me? You already know what it is. Girl. It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? All right. Levi Onwuzurike is gone. I'm sorry. Josh Pascal is gone. Zach J says, hell no to the no, to the no, hell to the no, hell no. Josh Pascal is gone. Grant Stewart, 1.7 million. But I guess special teamers don't get market value. I don't know. He doesn't have market value. It's not protected. Grant Stewart. What are we doing with him? Now, don't let the fact that he couldn't return kicks properly cloud your judgment because he played running back in high school. He didn't play it no more when he left. So, you know. Stewart stays. Okay. How many people got Stewart staying? I'd say no on Stewart. Would rather keep Nowaski or Rodrigo. I don't think it's just you can't keep other guys if you keep Stewart. Stewart's on the team with them right now. Stewart can kick stacks. Or kick rock, sorry. Grant stays. All right, I think we're outnumbered. We have 1, 2, 3 votes. 3 votes for Stewart and 2 votes for not Stewart. All right, so Stewart stays. Okay, Daniel Thomas, 1.5 million. Daniel Thomas. No on Daniel Thomas. You want Thomas back? Saki says pass on Thomas. Thomas can go too. So there's only one vote for Thomas to stay. All right, Daniel Thomas is gone. The next one, I think, will be a positive. Avonte Maddox, $1.425 million. That's what he got this year. There is no projected market value for next year. Keep Avonte. Keep Maddox back. I'd be upset if they let him go. Keep him. Keep. All right. So Avonte Maddox stays. El Quadin Muhammad, 1.42 million last year. This year, 8.3 million. Because he had 10 sacks. What you do? Do you bring him back or do you let him go? Keep Muhammad. Keep. He priced himself out. No on AQM. Let's not do what we did with Aquara. Okay, so don't sign him because he had a nice, good season and then he disappears again. I don't know. We've got a bye. We've got a no on Aquim. We've got a all right. We've got a Aquim back probably with a deal like last year, like he got like Levi got last year. No, sir. If my market value is $8 million and I'm 32 years old and this is my last chance at getting in the bag, I'm going to take the $8 million. Levi's deal was like $4 million. So I would not expect AQM to take that deal. On the fence about AQM. Yeah, some team will try to pay him that. Some owner that just is in love with numbers and doesn't look at the fact that he's not great against the run. They don't look at that. They just say, "Oh, he had 10 sacks." We can't pay him $8 million. Why can't we? How much cap space did we start with? Why can't we pay him $8 million? All right. I'm not paying $8 million on a disappearing act. We can, we just shouldn't. I agree with that. I agree that we can, but shouldn't. He's also trash against the run. All right. So we're going no on AQM. Now we're not going to do other teams' free agents today. We'll save that for another. We're not trying to pack everything. We just taking care of ours. Coyote Awasaka. 1.4 million. I guess it's expected to be the same. 1.4 million. There's no difference in the projection. I want to get rid of Coyote for a simple fact. You know what? Getting rid of Coyote, El-Quadin Muhammad, Josh Pascal, Marcus Davenport, Levi Onwuzurike, you know what that signified to me? I'm writing it down up here. I pretty much know who we said we were keeping and who we weren't keeping. Think you can find better depth than Coyote? I'm getting rid of Coyote and all these other guys because it signifies that Brad and Dan are turning the corner and they realize that this is a business and it's not a freaking men's club for boys and men. You know what I mean? That we just keep everybody around because we like them and we love them. That's cool. You can keep in touch with them, but that doesn't mean you need to keep paying them and giving them a roster spot. So Coyote would be one of those guys that I would think that it would be signifying a change and a shift in mentality. Kyle Allen. Is Holmes still there? Yes, he's going to be there. They're not going to fire him. At least not this year. You know, you get 1 year at least to fix the storm that you caused. You know, so all that. I'm not keeping anyone who was hot rubbish. Sucks that the Browns picked up. Why? Why, guys? Did y'all watch the game? Did you watch the game? Egwakon was cheeks. He was cheeks. This is that vet squad stuff. Egwakon is cheeks. Kyle Allen was 1.27 million. You can't run him out of town because you don't have it in you. You're still feeling not worthy to be able to call him out. You know, when he's done a pretty poor job. If you look at it from a totality standpoint, it's been good on the field, but so that's why you can't get Brad Holmes out. Kyle Allen is cheap, but Kyle Allen is the reason that you can't win a Super Bowl with Superman. I mean, not Superman. You can't win a Super Bowl with Kyle Allen on your team. If Goff were to go down, pack the season up. Pack the season up. Maybe go get a competent backup quarterback. Maybe do that. Right? It is possible. Who just needs more snaps? Edward Khan needs more snaps, and he can go get them somewhere else. Like he can't get them here. Who's Robinson? What are we talking about? We don't have a Robinson. If I can upgrade Allen, I will. If not, then I'll keep. Don't really want to keep him. I would take Malik Willis, but it would be hard to get him away from the Packers, especially once they find out he's going in division. That would be a tough pill to swallow. I think they would do everything they could to block that. Mm. Mm. All right. We got a few more here. Zach Cunningham, 1.25 million. Zach Cunningham. I think he's gone, but I think he would be good for special teams and spot duty here and there. Zach J says, cut Zach Cunningham. All right, we got right. Okay, so we're gonna cut Zach Cunningham. Ezekiel Turner cut. He didn't play anyway. Rock Ya-Sin, we're gonna keep him, right? Shane Zylstra is always on the team. All right, Rock Ya-Sin is gonna stay. You'd rather keep Frisker than Shane Zylstra? Again, with the tight ends, if we're gonna use them, Goff has to be familiar. Jamarco Jones, I think we're cutting him. Tyrus the Virus Wheat. Y'all let me know in the chat. Tyrus the Virus. What's happening with him? Jones is gone. Yeah, we've already said we're cutting Marcus Davenport. Gotta keep your boy Tyrus. Tyrus Reed's a good player. These guys are good guys. They play good. They play defense at a high level. We was fortunate to get these guys. These guys are gonna make a real big impact on the team, and these guys are gonna do a lot of things. Team first, you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about sending to McDonald's to get me a burger because you know these guys are good players and they can get all they get. They got up there. They got everything, but I was gonna send them. I was gonna send them to McDonald's. Tyrus Wheat is gone. All right, Trevor Nowalski. Let's do the lightning round. Trevor Nowalski, Jake Bates, Malcolm Rodriguez. And ain't nobody keeping DiCaprio Boodle. I don't even know how he's still on the team. Well, DC needs to stop liking Wheat. Wheat hasn't done anything. No, I think that's Tyus. Tyus Lacey has 3 sacks in one trip. Not Tyrus Wheat. Tyrus Wheat, I think, maybe has 1 sack. Keep Nowalski. Keep Bates. Rodrigo for depth. Okay. All right. Bates re-signed to a 2 or 3 year contract. I don't know. He's been looking kind of shaky, bro. I was a big Bates guy. You're looking kind of shaky, baby. All right. You know what time it is. Mailbag, mailbag. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they reading you? Mailbag, mailbag. Six, mailbag. Get your mailbag questions in. Get them in. Bask in it. I gotta go take a nap. I was up early working. Out late, up early. You know, it's the life. MCDC barely uses a kicker, so does it matter? I mean, it does matter when he can use one. You know, I think he trusts Bates more than he trusted the Money Badger and previous kickers. All right. Mailbag. So we're keeping Rodrigo and Bates then? Yes. Mailbag, how fast can we get Melvin out of town if he resigns Davenport? Well, y'all got to get him out immediately. That's what I would say. Will you be joining me in calling to fire Melvin if DDI comes back? Yes, I said that previously. That if he resigns Marcus Davenport, I'm gonna be calling for his job. Like, we should write letters to the Lions and like send it off. You know what I mean? Anonymous letters from angry fans. You know. Who's the guy we had? Hold on. Who's the guy we had before Bates? Michael Badgley. That was Riley Patterson that went to the Jags. But Michael Badger was the guy that we had before Bates. He was not good from 45, and that was the reason. Facts. We riot if they resign Davenport, and I'm leading the riot. Facts. Yeah. You remember it after I told you, or? And this is the problem with Riley Patterson. He has a noodle leg. You know what I mean? If you can't kick it from 45 plus in today's NFL, you're not useful. Mailbag, do we see a Gibbs or Campbell extension this offseason? I mean, it's going to be hard not to. Gibbs had a bad last few games, but there were also no holes for him to run through. I was hoping that he broke, like he set the record to 50. 48 is fine. I mean, it took this long for anybody to break Barry's record, but 48 is fine. We need that Gibbs extension before his contract gets ridiculous. Especially if they address the offensive line. If they address the offensive line. So the mock draft simulator is looking really good. The logic is looking much better than the last time. So I'm aiming to have the first mock draft trial stream after maybe on the Monday after whatever this happens in this game. Victory Monday, non-victory Monday, doesn't matter. So that's what I'm aiming for. You just can't end the season losing to Osama bin Johnson. I mean, he's already proven to me, you know, again, when we talk about Ryan Poles and Brad Holmes, So here's where the arrogance argument comes in. Ryan Poles will draft guys. He will trade for guys. He will sign guys. He will sign guys. But the thing is this: Ryan Poles and Dan and Brad uh you said okay, so what my point was this. Ryan Poles, other GMs want to field a team that will win. It seems to me that Melvin wants to field a team but be the reason that we won. Now, I know that might be premature to say right now, but with all of the behaviors that we've seen from him, I just don't know, man. So, like I said, this will be a really, really big offseason, and he's got a lot of stuff to clean up. I don't know. At this point, I just don't care about the Bears. I don't remember him saying anything about MCDC. I remember what he said about Goff. But then we all just agreed that Goff has to have everything perfect around him. So Brad Holmes has to do his job. We agreed to that. And we've seen him be able to take Caleb and make him into a solid NFL quarterback. And if he keeps developing, he'll be even more than solid. Good afternoon. Cooking. So that's it. That's the issue. Right. The game is meaningless. We're not playing for anything. So we need to be playing for draft position. Yeah. How many yards does he have? What I said about Caleb is happening, though. He's got a coach that can coach the hero ball out of him. And he hasn't done it completely yet, but he did a much better job than Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus didn't even attempt it. He just let him go. Okay, so if Caleb plays against the Lions, you don't think he's going to get 270? With this lack of pass rush and this lack of, defensive secondary, and our supposed number one corner out there getting cooked by everybody and their mama, you don't think he's going to get 270? Just saying. 271 for good measure. All right, so I got to get out of here, man. So tomorrow, as you know, I won't be here, but we'll be back Friday. We can dive into some more stuff. Whatever, if there was any news from Thursday, we'll dive into it on Friday, and do all that stuff. Yeah, our staff is petty, but who's left? Dan Campbell. Do you think Kelvin Shepard is going to be matching wits with Osama? Don't know. So once again, the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. Yeah, man, I'll stream the game if y'all want to come. What time is it? 4:25 or something like that. So I don't have to get up early. You know what I mean? I can get up at the regular time. So yeah, I'll stream it. We'll have one last watch party. We can complain about the job that Melvin did on the offensive line, all that stuff. So, all right, once again, the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. We are out. Peace. Appreciate y'all.